Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports Wonderful NFL Football Week 10 recap show. I'm sorry I didn't get to do any of the podcasts yesterday. I had other commitments. I do apologize. So we'll recap Week 10 in the Browns game and all the action, and you'll also get a Monday Night Football Update show coming up shortly after this podcast. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Week 10 recap trivia question. That's a Patriots trivia question. Which team defeated the New England Patriots by shuffling 46 to 10 on January 26, 1986 in Super Bowl 20? I'll have the answer later in the podcast. Well, the New England Patriots just dominated the Cleveland Browns 45 to 7 yesterday at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. The question is simple yesterday and today. How are you not ready to play in such an important game in mid-November, coming in at 5-4, coming off your best performance of the year in Cincinnati over the Bengals last week? The Browns are going to have to answer that today and every day the rest of this week because they got dominated and they were not ready. They were just dominated by the Patriots 45 to 7, and mind you, they took a 7-0 lead in the game in the first quarter. Do the math. A rookie quarterback in Mac Jones took them apart. 19 for 23 carries and attempts, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, perfect throws, perfect decisions as New England ran up and down the field. Defensively, the Browns once again had huge problems. Take the Pats' opening drive of the game. 3 different times the Browns have them at 3rd and long, and they achieve what they need to get the first down. They go down and tie the game up, then come up with an interception off Baker Mayfield, and the afternoon just crumbled after that. There was no Nick Chubb today, and the only bright spot of the game came from the man who started in Nick Chubb's place. That was D'Ernest Johnson, and he had 99 yards rushing, gave them more than 100 yards total, and played like he always does, exceeding 100% effort. And Baker Mayfield struggled. And D'Ernest Johnson was the only offensive spark in this game. And the Browns just struggled offensively and defensively. And Mayfield went out with a right leg injury. Hopefully his right leg is okay. And Jack Conklin, there was no Jack Conklin or Blake Nance. And the Browns just struggled offensively and defensively in this game. They just got dominated and dented in this game today. And so, hopefully, Baker Mayfield's leg is okay. And hopefully we get Nick Chubb back and a few other guys from injuries back. Because this Sunday, we've got the Detroit Lions coming in here. And we need to get that win. That's a must win for the Browns this week. And I am going to give the ball to Austin Hooper, who scored the Browns' only touchdown, and to D'Ernest Johnson as well. Those are only 2 Browns game balls I'm giving out. But I got to give the game balls to the Patriots. Mac Jones, 19 of 23 carries and attempts, 193 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. I think it was Rhamondre Stevenson, 20 carries and attempts, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, and I think it was Kendrick Bourne, 4 receptions, 99 yards, 1 touchdown. The Browns fall to 5-5 on the season, and New England's on a 4-game win streak, and they go to 6-4. But the Browns are still hanging on, even though they're 5-5 and in last place in the and have 500 in the AFC North. But They need. We don't know when this win streak is going to happen to send the Browns back on their merry ways back to the playoffs, where they were last year, and we hope it's going to happen this week if they can get it going with getting the win over the Detroit Lions and have it continue after that. So we will see. And wow, 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And right now in the Monday night game, I'll give you an update on that right now. The San Francisco 49ers are all over the LA Rams 31-10 right now. And the Rams have just been dominated by the 49ers tonight in this game. So it's just has been a long night for them. And there's 2 minutes to go in that one in the fourth quarter. Now to go right now on my picks, I am 5-7. If I lose this one, I'm going to be 5-8. So I have not had a good week with my picks, to say the least. Oh, excuse me. And now to go back, and I'll tell you about all the other scores. You already know the Dolphins beat the Ravens Thursday night 22-10 at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The Tennessee Titans beat the New Orleans Saints by 23-21 at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. I give the game ball to Ryan Tannehill. The Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers tied. The tie was a final score in overtime. It was a tie, 16-16. So that means the Browns will be facing the Detroit Lions winless. And we do not want the Lions to get their first win of the season off the Cleveland Browns. So hopefully we will come in and we will be facing, and we will be getting the win. Because I know Stefanski was disappointed, the entire team and organization, they were disappointed. And the Washington football team beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 29-19 at FedEx Field in Washington. We had a lot of upsets this week. Teams that played poorly. So I give the game ball to Alex Smith. I give the game ball to DeAndre. I give the game ball to them. I gotta tip it to them. The Jets, they got dominated by the Buffalo Bills 45-17 at MetLife Stadium in New York. I give it to Josh Allen, the game ball. The Indianapolis Colts beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 23-17 at Lucas Oil Stadium. And Carson Wentz gets the game ball for that one. You already know about the Browns, 45-7 loss to the Patriots. The Dallas Cowboys dominated and dented the Atlanta Falcons 43-3 at AT&T Stadium in Big D. And Dak Prescott gets the game ball on Ezekiel Elliott and CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper as well. The Carolina Panthers beat the Arizona Cardinals 34-10 at University of Phoenix Stadium in Arizona, and Sam Darnold gets the game ball for that one. And Cam Newton has just re-signed with the Patriots, and Odell Beckham Jr., as you know, was released by the Cleveland Browns, and he was a free agent. And he signed a contract with the LA Rams, who are playing the 49ers right now. And it's now official. It's now a final score of the Monday night game. The San Francisco 49ers just manhandled the LA Rams 31-10 at Levi's Stadium in San Francisco, and that means I went 5-8, minusing the tie. I'm 5-8-1 this week on my picks. Not a good week for pick wise, as I think my brother-in-law Eric Hoyle, I think he has gotten a win, and so. And yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, he did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He was 6-7-1. So I have lost again. So after getting my first win last week, I'll go to 1, 5, and 4. My brother-in-law will go to 6, 1, and 4. Getting back to the other scores, the Minnesota Vikings beat the LA Chargers 27-20 at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, and I give the game ball to Kirk Cousins. The Green Bay Packers beat the Seattle Seahawks at legendary Lambeau Field 17-0. Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones get the game ball. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the Denver Broncos 30-13 at Empire Field at Mile High. So Jalen Hurts gets the game ball in that one. And the Kansas City Chiefs beat the LA Raiders on Sunday Night Football 41-14 at Allegiant Stadium, 41-14. And Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, they get the game ball. So, and that's what. Now, getting back to tonight's Monday night game, this was just a really manhandled game. The San Francisco 49ers just dominated this game from the get-go. They just dominated this game, the San Francisco 49ers. And they just dominated it tonight. This was just their night. So I got to give it to Jimmy Garoppolo, the game ball. And he had 15 of 19 carries and attempts, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. I think it was Elijah Mitchell, 27 attempts, 91 yards, no touchdown. And Deebo Samuel, 97 yards, 1 touchdown, and 5 receptions. I'm gonna take a look at the box score here, and yeah, boy, from the first quarter on, the 49ers just dominated this game, and the Rams had only 1 touchdown and 1 field goal. So basically, it was just not a good night for the Rams as they fall to 7-2, and the 49ers go to 3-5 on this, or 3-6 on the season. Excuse me. So this was just not a good game for them tonight, and they were up 14-0 at the end of the first quarter, and then they were up 21-7 at halftime, and then the 49ers just dominated. They went up 24-7, and then they scored another touchdown, and then they got one more, and then it was 31-10, but that was as close as the Rams got, and basically it just was not a good night for the Rams or the 49ers. And I will quickly right now give the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Week 10 trivia question. And it's and I hope you were ready for some football since we didn't get to do it. This is basically a Monday night post-game show as well. With this Patriots trivia question. Which team defeated the New England Patriots by shuffling through them a 46-10 victory on January 26, 1986 in Super Bowl 20, and if you said the Chicago Bears, you are correct. The Patriots were a Cinderella team despite having an 11-5 record. They won the wild card spot and advanced to Super Bowl 20. This Super Bowl featured 2 teams both made their debut appearance in a championship game. And I will have another trivia question on my next podcast, so stay tuned for that. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Week 10 recap show, Monday Night Football postgame show. I'll be back with the Thursday Night Football pregame show and postgame show before the, let me get out of this, and to kick that one off for Week 11, that will be the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. So I'll be back with the postgame show before the game, the pregame show before the game, postgame show after the game. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day and every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.